Welcome to the CryptoNest. So as promised, it's been delayed, but finally I managed to do it. So this is my next portfolio for the next cycle. So once again, it depends always on what kind of type of investor are you? Are you an aggressive one? Are you a moderate one? So it depends. This is going to depend on how all in are you going to go into Bitcoin and Ethereum and versus altcoins. For sure, altcoins, they have more potential, more gain, but when there is more gain, there is also more risk. So yeah, so we need to check that, right? Now let's see here. Next. All right, so once again, bigger part of your portfolio should be always Bitcoin and Ethereum, unless you're a degen and then you have zero of those and only have alts. I wouldn't suggest that. So depending on your risk management, the percentage will fluctuate between Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I mean, if you're very conservative, you might, well, for sure, very conservative would be 100% Bitcoin and that's it. Bitcoin maximalist. But one way to do it would be maybe put 70-80% in Bitcoin and 20 or 30% in Ethereum, and that you're going to be very, very safe. Now if you want to have more profit, then let's say for example me, I'm about 50% Bitcoin, 50% Ethereum, and then if you are more degen, more or profit risk oriented, then you will go maybe 30% Bitcoin and 70% ETH. Now, so this is the one part. Let me go back on this one. When I say 70%, 30%, this would be maybe I'm talking about your 60-70%. So within, let's say you decide that you want to invest 70% in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So within this 70%, let's say 35% is going to be Bitcoin, 35% is going to be ETH. So that's sum up to 70%. So we're missing the other 30%. Now, the other percent, obviously, we're going to go into altcoins. So I categorize that in by categories, right? So these are the layer 1. So we're having Solana, we have Cardano, we have Tron, Avalanche, Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash, Casper, and we have another one here. We have Cosmo, Injective, Near, Chronos, Algo, Phantom, Chili's, Ronin. Now, yeah, those are a lot of coins. So we need to decide which one are we going to get into, which one has more potential. And yeah, so just for the record here, when there is a green arrow, these are the crypto that I own. The orange one is I don't own any of them yet, but I'm waiting for a pullback to get in. I also was thinking maybe to put another orange, in Solana, because I'm waiting for a pullback for Solana, and for sure I'm going to get in more, but to keep it simple, right? So these are the coins. So at least for the moment, all the coins that I do actually own. And yeah, so now Solana, is it going to outperform Ethereum? Well, Ethereum now it's like 2,350, and Solana it's about $70 last time I checked, yesterday, or 68 or 72. So if we make a 10x, it's going to bring us to 700, which is already nice, because I think previous higher high of Solana was 320. So we're talking about a potential 10x. And are we going to make a $20,000 Ethereum? It's still possible, but to be more moderate expectation, I would say anywhere between 8,000 and 12, maybe 14,000. And then for sure, if we have ETF ETH, then maybe that's going to skyrocket even a little bit higher. But let's say that Ethereum will make a 5x. I would say Bitcoin, let's align from a 2x. And when I say 2x, this is from the maximum of the higher high of this cycle, right? So Bitcoin, it made like I think 69,000. So I would say a 2x from there, anywhere between 120 and 140. And for sure it could go higher, but that once again, it's reasonable. I'd rather go for a lower expectation, right? So now we have Tron. Avalanche actually is doing amazing. We have Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash for sure. When Bitcoin is doing well. Is it Bitcoin Cash or ETH Cash? No, Bitcoin Cash. All right, and Caspar. Caspar for sure, it's relatively a new coin, so it has potential. Now, there is always this risk of owning old coins that already survive one cycle and new ones that, are they going to survive the next cycle? So, these are like stock analysis. Is it fundamental or you just looking for the chart and expect something? Caspar, no one knows what to expect. Expectations are very high, and price can go high. But we call that price exploration because we have no records, right? So in the coming cycle, Avalanche is going to be judged on its performance, and all the new coins are going to judge on the expectation that what they can do. So for sure, if I compare honestly Solana to Ethereum, everybody has a bigger expectation on Solana, even though they did already one cycle. But fundamentals, as an investor, they're not that amazing, because I think last month revenue of transaction, it was maybe, I don't remember honestly if it was 2 millions or 4 millions, but Ethereum, it was like 50 times more, even more than that. So Ethereum does produce money. Now we have the problem of some chains that are so efficient that they don't produce that much money. So that's one side of the analysis that we need to check. For example, Cardano, I remember like a few months ago, they were doing, even though Cardano network had the most transaction of Solana and Ethereum combined, I think the fees were like $100,000. So how can that be sustainable? So, well, for sure now, if there is adoption, massive adoption, then the price is going to go up and going to be way more sustainable. But for investor and fundamental point of view, would you invest in Cardano or Ethereum? Ethereum, they generate crazy amount of money. Yeah, it's inefficient for the customer point of view because they pay a lot of fees, but for an investor, that's an amazing company. All right, so I'm not saying Solana is not good, but some people are undermining a little bit Ethereum, but it does bring money on the table at the end. Now we have Cosmos, for sure, Injective, and as you can see, I pretty much own many, but all the kind of newish coin, and actually running, it looks like it's very easy program to know for the devs. So it's easier to do an app on Ronin. So we're going to see in the next cycle if maybe people are going to start to adopt more the Ronin. So this is like a little bit, I would say risky, but also it's like the underdog for a moment, because no, we don't really hear talking about Ronin. So I would say I'm going to scale into Ronin, definitely. And once again, I give some coins, and you can see that I am intending to get almost all of them. So once again, the green one is the one I already have, and the orange one is the one that I don't own any yet for the moment, but I intend to. All right, so these are for the layer 1. Now, click. All right, so layer 2, we have Polygon, Immutable X, Mental, Optimism, Arbitrum, and Loopring, and also Cartesi, Metis, and then I did put some, you know, like a lower cap, like I think they were, you know, even lower than 100, higher than 100, right, in the cap, because they can, you know, if you just invest like 0.5%, they could explode, right? So this is like, I don't know, more risky. It's written there. So this is like taking, I wouldn't say chances, but you know, if something triggered them, or you just need to check the chart, because if they're doing a bull flag, then this could kind of skyrocket and make like crazy wicks, right? So I'm just checking that on the radar, but as you can see, there is no arrow, so I don't have intention for the moment to get some. Cartesi, yeah, Cartesi, it's a good one, and well, definitely now I would like to get out, but you know, eventually you need to pick and choose, because I don't have unlimited funding, unfortunately. So these are the coins that I believe layer 2, they could do well, or they're going to do well. Now the dilemma is which one is going to do better. So honestly, this is our dilemma for the moment. So now, as you can see, I'm not telling you how much you should get, how much percentage of Cartesi you should take, because that's at the end you need to pick, you know, the crypto that you believe they're going to do well. But definitely we need to get a few of each sector, right? And definitely storage, it's going to be a big thing, I think. And so Filecoin, I do have some. ICP, I have very few, but I do have some. Arweave, definitely, as you can see, I don't have any, but I'm intending to get some. Sia Coin, actually someone mentioned it that like I think 2 months ago, and I started to check it out, and it looks very promising. And this is a little bit another that is an underdog, so we could get you know, surprising gains. Ocean Protocol, now Phantasma, it's a, you know, lower cap if I remember well, and so, you know, sometimes we just invest 0.5. Compare, I don't know, maybe Falcon, I want to put 2% or 3% of my 30% allocated for the altcoins, and maybe that 0.5 is going to become the 10% of the whole portfolio. We never know. So never underestimate the underdogs. So yeah, Phantasma and the graph. The graph also is having a nice moment, I would say, lately. So I'm also there. Once again, orange. It's the coin that I'm waiting and watching to seize the proper timing to get in. Now, sometime maybe I miss it because my trading view was very full. I'm so happy that I did take the maximum plan, because it's crazy all the alarms you can use. And by the way, there is Boxing Day coming. I don't know if TradingView they do something for Boxing Day. Who knows? And yeah, so if you want to use the referral also for the TradingView, I think we both get, I think, $15. I'm not sure. You can check in the description. Now, AI, for sure, this is going to be another sector that it's supposed, hopefully, going to play, you know, a big percentage of this bull run. So, well, for sure, Bitsar, it did exploded quite already. Well, I do have render. I do believe in fetch AI, and then I do have some. Akash network, I did cite. Actually, how did I pull out these coins? Actually, I went to CoinGecko, and then you can go on categories, and you just check the first big caps, right? But then also you need to scroll down and check are there some underdogs, right? So I always try to uh, to take some lower caps, and I wouldn't say take a chance, but because of the lower caps are so, the liquidity or the market is so small that if there is a small wave and start to inject money, let's say in auto nolas, then price is going to skyrocket like crazy. So once again, if you put just 0.2% and become 3%, I'm very happy. All right, so yeah, Akash network, Ajax for sure, it's a good one. Ocean Protocol, Origin Trail, and Autonolas. Well, for sure, those two, when there is a exclamation point, those are more risky, and I just put them there because sometimes it can make a difference, but I wouldn't put all my money in those two. Now, gaming, it's a huge. I don't know if you checked for the last month. There are so many gaming crypto that exploded like 600%, 500%, 400%. So playable. Now I didn't put narrow. I think this one because honestly, I think the exchange that I have, I'm not allowed to. Well, they don't have it. They're not listing it. So, but this is definitely one that I would like to get, but for a moment, I don't know. I can't. And one certain point, I mean, I have so many exchanges accounts, but now a few they're useless because I cannot use them because they left the country. So now I need to reopen a few. And once again, always have 2 or 3 exchange, so you have a backup plan, because if one start to get out, at least you need to move money or move your crypto, you do have some option. For sure there is always cold wallets. No, now Nakamoto, for sure that's a major one that unfortunately I wasn't there for the moon ride. I did see it when it was 18-20 cents, and then somehow I didn't get in, and now too late. It's the skyrocket already launched, but there will be a pullback eventually. So I'm going to wait for that. But for sure, Gala, Decentraland, and Sun and Axie Infinity, they are the main, the older players of this cycle. But are they going to be good in the next cycle? So this is it's like anyone guess, but these ones are going to be easier than, let's say, Immutable X. I think Immutable X is not that bad, but let's say Nakamoto is new, right? So this is a price exploration once again, if I recall well, because we have a lot of coins that we don't know because they just started, like Jito yesterday, 2 days ago. It just started, so how high can it go? So this is anyone guess. But with Gala, Decentraland, Sand, Axie Infinity, Avalanche, we can see the past, and we do have some history, and we do have some levels of resistance, and from price action we can determine, yes, if we go higher, it's definitely going to go that level. So my potential gain is 2x, 3x, 4x. And if you ever go back to the higher high, then we're talking about 8x, 10x. And can you make a higher high? Well, if everything goes well and you perform well, then it's going to make a higher high. But then the market is going to be more is going to ask more and ask some for results, right? So it's going to be more picky, and it's not going to be as easygoing as for the market with Jito, let's say. Now we have Game for a Living, we have Illivium, Wemix, Gods Unchained, Vulcan Forge, and Star Atlas. Once again, I missed my chance for the moment, and as you can see, beside WMX that no, I'm not sure, but he's still a player there. But I am, as you can see, the orange arrows are pretty much everywhere. And also you can see that I'm not really into gaming yet. Even Vulcan Forge, like I just took like a couple of tens of Vulcan Forge coins, so I'm waiting to really get in. Right, so let's now go. Now the Oracle, for sure I have a few of Chainlink. I wish I had more. Waiting for a pullback, and as I mentioned to you like in the last month, I am stepping in and compensate of the lack of Chainlink, and yeah, quite of start to accumulate a nice bag of PYTH or PUF of Pyth, I don't know, network. So this is a good one, I believe, and I continue to accumulate when there is a pullback. Now these three, I don't know, there is Nest protocol. Honestly, I pick it because there is Nest. No, I'm joking. No, I just took some lower caps, and I'm just going to check, you know, their graph, how they're doing, and yeah, you know, once again, we put 1.1 or 0.2%. We never know, but for sure those are minors, and this is like a bonus if you only put the money that you can afford to lose on those ones. This one, I would be very surprised if in 1 year from today we're losing money. All right, now next one is yield farming. So honestly, I was checking Orca, and I was about to go for it. I think he was doing a bull flag, and I forgot yesterday to got some, and I mean yesterday I think he went up 56%. Ouch. Anyway, Uniswap, Aave, Synthetic Network, Pancake Swap, Curve DAO, Sushi, Orca, and Radium. So these are, I think, are the big players for the moment, and for sure every categories, you know, for sure there's anytime a new coin can and pop up and overtake all the others, right? But definitely Aave, I would say it's a nice one, and Curve DAO, and I did heard a lot of good things about Radium, so this is why I'm trying to invest in those ones. And now the thing is, I don't know if you notice or you're aware that, you know, the gaming sector, it really bloomed last month, and I mean, December maybe it's going to be the year farming sector or something else. So we need to pick and choose, but also if we find that, let's say, Aave or Nakamoto, it did reach its maximum, and then all the RSI are screaming overbought, eventually maybe you want to consider taking some partial profit on Nakamoto. And if you see that Aave is doing a bull flag, then we start to scale into Aave, right? So we kind of make this rotation of liquidity, and we invest, you know, we take some profit on the horses that they really perform well, and we find that maybe they should start to get a rest, and we get into horses that they're rested well, and they should be ready to run anytime soon. All right, now we do have, so for the zero knowledge, we have Near, we have Mina, Zcash, Loopring, and Marlin. Marlin, I did, well, anyway, as you can see, if the timing is good and then pull back its a premium price, well, I will try to get any of those. Yeah, because it's a sector that I don't have any investment in yet. So once again, you know, this is like just to give you an idea on what coin you could think to get into. For sure, I'm missing some, but I think I did a pretty good job to take the main one, the major one. Now we have the decentralized exchange. For sure, also this, since especially lately when the SEC attacked Binance, and lately Kraken, and God knows who's next. So yeah, this is another sector that is going up. So Uniswap, Torchain, Synthetic Network. As you can see, sometimes we do have coins that are in few sectors at the same time. DYDX, PancakeSwap, and 1inch. So once again, I'm not really into decentralized exchange yet. So I need to get some some investment in this sector. And once again, it is hard because I do have a full-time job and really need to take time and study the chart and decide every coin, what's the expectation, how many X potential can I make, and what the good entry point, right? So now for sure we have meme coin. I cannot do anything without mentioning meme coins. So we do have Dodge and SHIB. As you can see, I do have some. Yeah, here I think I didn't delete it. So I do intend to accumulate more in Dodge and SHIB Inu. Now we do have Pepe, Flocky, and Bonk, but honestly, Bonk is doing quite a nice performance if we compare with Pepe. So I would say I would go more for Bonk. And so now, how am I going to do this? Well, it's pretty easy. Now I'm going to go on the weekly chart. I think this is Tron. Yes. All right. So what we need to do, like for the moment, let's say Tron, he already left the station. We want to check first of all, doing some trends, right? And we can see that this already left the station pretty much. So broke out from the downtrend. We did the golden cross here, and now it's skyrocketing. And price, it's very far from the MA 200, so we don't want to get in something like that. So this is why it's going to be interesting to really be patient and wait for the price to come. Now Solana, $76. Is it time to scale in? Well, I know absolutely not, because look at the MA 200. Actually, you can go here. You can see the MA 200. It's $28, $28.40, and now price it's 76. So very, very far. We need to wait. Also, RSI it's screaming overbought. We did reach this level here. I don't know when was my last video on Solana, but I did mention this is going to be a level where it's going to be a little bit challenging. Now we just reached that this week. Let me go on the daily. How are we doing? Actually, we're doing well. Honestly, I'm surprised a little bit. And so let's see what would be the next step for Solana. Let's say, for example, actually now, no, let me stay on this portfolio. So what I want to do, it's checking for golden cross. So all the coins that they didn't do yet the golden cross, we want to well, that's one thing I'm going to check, right? Did it break the downtrend, and did it do a golden cross? Now I think Phantom was a good one. So as you can see, if I draw a downtrend, now either I can do it like this, or we can do it like that. We can see that we did break the downtrend. We're having an impulsive movement, and we just recently had this golden pocket here. Sorry, let me take out this one because this is the MA 50. Okay, so we just had the golden cross, and well, okay, now unfortunately this week we did skyrocket, but this was really screaming for please buy me, please buy me. So once again, yeah, golden cross, and we're doing kind of, as you, I don't know if you can see it, a bull flag, right? And now it's going. So we need to check for those. Now, is it too late to get in Phantom? Well, I would wait for a pullback now, and I'm going to get more. So let's say, for example, after that, we're going to make a trend like this. So if he's able, well, first of all, either you do it like this to be more safe and you get out the noise, or you can also put it lower. But you know, if Phantom eventually is going to go make a pullback and reach near this trend, then it would be a scaling signal. All right, so this is how I'm tending to do it. I go on the weekly, I check for coins that they are about to break the downtrend, and so breaking out from the downtrend, checking for the golden cross, and yeah, on the weekly we need to have, you know, a nice signal, right, that price it's about to reverse. All right, so sorry for I think this is a pretty much half an hour video, but yeah, sometimes we need some of those, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And then if you find I'm missing something, I should add some coins, please drop them in the comments and I'm going to check them out. All right, so have a good day. Bye.